something going on with the GoPro losing connection. I think that's what was happening. So since that's the case, I'm just going to do it live from the phone, okay? Because I'm kind of tired of going back and forth with that. Hopefully, I can be heard now. And I'm going to go ahead and continue forward with what I was talking about, y'all. So, thank y'all for being patient. My apologies for all of the technical difficulties. It's very aggravating, by the way, and I'm not sure why that keeps happening, but that is the nature of dealing with technology. So, you're going to have situations where things like that occur. But anyway, I am here, y'all. Um, just saying hi. So I'm trying to find my live stream on my own just to see if I can be heard. So that's why I keep looking down at my other phone. It looks like I did find myself. It looks like I can be heard. So I'm just going to try to keep this other phone up so I can monitor myself, y'all, because this is quite aggravating. Okay. So um, we are basically discussing, what's going on with the government, with the shutdown, with people, with the SNAP benefits and things of such. So basically, I'm just telling people to hang in there as best you can. A lot of people are going through a lot of different things. I didn't even title this video. I just went straight for it, just went live straight from the phone. And so hopefully I can be seen. Hopefully I can be heard. A lot of people are going through things. A lot of people are feeling unsettled, very uncertain about what's going to happen in the near future. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about whatever these politicians decide to do. We have to look out for ourselves and our best interests. We can't worry about what the president's going to do. People are going to make a way to survive on their own, regardless. What's good, Don? I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for your patience. I think that the GoPro was losing because I was going live from my GoPro, but I think it was losing connection. So thank you for the, tuning back in. That is very frustrating and irritating. So I'm just gonna go live from the phone, even though I wanted like a little different setup, but it's just not working how I want it to work out. And people can tap into your equipment whenever you have Bluetooth devices. I'm not saying that's what was going on. I'm just saying that can happen. So you just got to be very cognizant, y'all. But so far, so good. It sounds like I can be seen and heard. So let me turn this up and make sure. Sounds like it. Good. Thank y'all for letting me know in the comment section, by the way, that you couldn't hear me. You said Don never leaves your side. Y'all, I need to get out of this house, y'all. I really do. I got stuff to do. But sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. You can just get tired of it. And so I am here with y'all live and direct. Let me get back into what we were talking about. So there's emergency food aid to feed approximately 1,000 people in San Diego, y'all. Families, including government workers and military personnel affected by the ongoing government shutdown. As SNAP benefits were paused, local food banks faced surging demand with many new recipients seeking assistance. Nonprofits are mobilizing to fill the critical need. I just think that this should not even be a thing. This should not even be happening, y'all. This is a really hard hit food bank struggle as government shut down. This shouldn't even be a thing right now in America, y'all. But it is, for some people, this is going on. And it's time, it's been time for people to have gardens. It's been time for people to start growing their own food. You have a lot, you have a very soft spot in my heart, and you can keep my heart because I think you need it. Yeah, my cat's automatic cat feeder just came on, and I think one little droplet of food just came out, and they jumped down trying to get the food. Craziness, y'all. So yeah, we just gotta make sure that we are looking out for our best interests. Stop being so loyal to these jobs that are willing to lay you off. Don't care about you having a labor union. Don't care if you've been a top tier worker. Don't care how many years you've dedicated to this company. It could have been decades. You could have done all types of things, but clearly they don't care. What's good, Lonesome Dove? Glad to see you in the building. And so that's why we have to always have other outlets and other resources of income for ourselves, multiple other streams of income. And, just never ever be dependent on a job solely. Never think that that job is going to be your safety net and your security. Look at the job. At this point, you have to look at a job like a side hustle almost. You have to look at a job like your fallback plan almost, because nothing is guaranteed in this world when it comes to these jobs. They just laid off all these federal workers, you know. Amazon, that's what we were talking about, the fact that they laid off 14,000 people. Okay, so let me go back there again because that's what we were talking about. How are you doing, Frank Feldman? How are you? So, Amazon laid off people, you all. And they say it didn't just cut 14,000 people due to money, they said they cut them because of culture. So, not even AI, but culture. What does that mean? The layoff announcement this week was not really financially driven, and it's not even really AI driven. Not right now, it's cultural, Jassy said in response to an analyst question on the company's earnings call Thursday. Amazon's quarterly sales grew 13% year on year to $180 billion. Now, you remember Jeff Bezos stepped down. Jassy explained that as Amazon added headcount, locations, and lines of business in recent years, you end up with a lot more people than what you had before, and you end up with a lot more layers, sometimes without realizing it. You can weaken the ownership of the people that you have who are doing the actual work. So what does that mean? I'm still trying to understand what is she saying. Amazon's headcount peaked at more than 1.6 million in 2021. It ended last year with around 1.5 million employees, according to SEC filings. It can lead to slowing you down as a leadership team, he said. We are committed to operating like the world's largest startup, and that means removing layers. Although Amazon said this week that the layoffs were more about being nimble in anticipation of future AI efficiencies, the layoffs have nonetheless spurred fears about technology replacing human workers. Amazon shares climbed 13% after hours following the earnings report. Very interesting, y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying in the comment section. Hello, Frank. Welcome to Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Like and subscribe for daily motivational vibes and share. Jeff stepped down. He wanted to focus on the space program, more robots in the facilities. That's right, y'all. Definitely. So it is about AI. And I don't know why they are acting like it's not. We already know that technology is replacing people. It's nothing new. And you know what's the most irritating thing to me, y'all, is that they even have AI YouTube channels, and I get so irritated when I click on a video and I am trying to listen to the video and it's like this robotic voice speaking to me. I click off. I can't stand it. Even when you call into a company and you want to speak to a customer service representative and then you have to talk to AI. This has been going on for years. It's very annoying. They want to colonize Mars. This is, yeah, they just don't stop, do they? You know what I have a craving for right now? A pumpkin infused pancake. I really have a craving for a pumpkin infused pancake. And I might go get one. Well, two comes in the thing, and they're very big, y'all. So that means I probably won't be able to eat all of it. But I have a taste for pumpkin infused pancakes. Colorized Mars. Do y'all want to move to Mars? Would y'all go to Mars? Would y'all visit Mars if you could? From my understanding, they've already been taking flights and trips to Mars for years and years and years. It says Amazon layoff to impact 1,400 employees in California, hundreds in Bay Area. What is America coming to, y'all? Do I drink coffee or tea? I don't drink coffee, but I have been drinking tea. No, I would melt in Mars. I have been drinking tea. And really, drinking tea is a form of healing the body. So I've been drinking herbal teas, everybody, for health benefits. And I want to share with you. I was going to do this later on the live stream for Sunday Rendezvous, but this is just an impromptu situation right now. Let me go back in my history because I wanted to share something with y'all. I don't know if you heard of a doctor called Dr. Jolly Harris. He's an herbalistic doctor that worked with Bobby Christina and DMX. Let me see if I can find him. and I was listening to one of his videos that he just recently released. So if I don't see it on here, let me see. Let me try it another way. Unless they color it purple. Here it is. Okay. So Dr. Jolly Harris, hold on, needs definitely to have some attention brought his way. Why is this thing playing in super fast mode? Let's see, playback speed. Did I accidentally press something? Okay, let's try this. Okay, so black seed oil, y'all. Okay, and we've heard about it. That stuff is disgusting. I tried taking. You said purple is your color. I tried taking black seed oil. I don't like it, but it's highly recommended that we take it, y'all. So this is Dr. Jolly Harris.
You can't be it if you can't say it. So if you can scream it to yourself, God will enter. God will hear you calling. He will hear you screaming out. He will hear all your cries, okay? God will not forsake you. That's right. So you just got to get ready. So I want people to know that these herbs are not from Dr. Jolly. They from God. God promises all of this in abundance.
I'm going to pause it right here because I don't want any issues with YouTube. Okay, so that's why I'm pausing it. Then I'm going to play it again.
We're coming upon our black seed oil here. Mm-hmm. That's our black seed oil, sister. Sister, this oil right here. Oh man, both of these bottles of black seed oil. Okay. Oh, now Dr. Jolly. So this is the real black seed oil. Not only is Dr. Black seed oil, I'm gonna give you a real history about black seed oil and what to do with it, because people know this, but they don't. Okay, and so when you speak of that, let's also talk about these. It look like one of them's kind of like the mustard. Yes. So. Well, but we still have to tell you, Miss Honeybee, what this does. So okay. Each item I have to let you know. You can hold that.
All
and
right,
look at.
so what he's talking about is black seed oil and also mustard seeds. He said, let's not go through that again for show. So, if you don't know about mustard seeds definitely help fight off, from my understanding, cancer cells or tumors. And a lot of things are found in these seeds, especially black seed oil, mustard seeds, and it's pomegranate seeds, is what he was talking about. And it's really good because they have antioxidants in it. We know antioxidants help fight off tumors, cancer cells, and things like that. Um, and you can actually reach out to Dr. Jolly Harris. I called him. He answered his phone. I gave him, my information. He mailed well, I call it the herbs and stuff like that. He mailed it out to my address. I received it. I had no problem whatsoever. But let's hear what he has to say, y'all.
You see the color black there? Oh, yes. Okay. Definitely. First thing I want people to know, the black seed oil that you buy all over America and mostly across the world, it is not black seed oil. Mm-hmm. Sister Honeybee, what it is cumin seed oil. They take the dark brown cumin seed and they call it black seed oil. And they've been doing this for over 2,000 years. So you're saying that they're lying and they're not telling you the truth. Mm-hmm. I told people in Saudi Arabia and Dubai and Bahrain over there and everybody in America, even the Indian people in their stores, they're selling stuff as black seed oil and it's not. Okay. Okay, so that's the cumin seed. Black seed oil, seizures to the brain. Gone. Black seed oil, aneurysms in your head, gone. Black seed oil, I gotta stay up here for another second. Black seed oil, maggots, worms, and parasites. You wouldn't know. You would be surprised how many people have maggots, worms, and parasites in their head, eating them out alive. Okay? Black seed oil, number one reason why I started using this helping people. Guess what? 60,000 people a year die, Sister Honeybee, because they can't poop. That's true. This is poop power. So yeah.
All right. So people are having digestive issues. And the digestive issues is because people are so backed up with all of these things that our bodies are trying to break down. Black seed oil, what it's supposed to do is it slides through the body and it helps things. It's almost like oil for your car, oil for your vehicle. So I would highly suggest that, check out Dr. Jolly Harris if you have time. He does have his own YouTube channel. It's called, I think, what is it called? Um, it's not the Food Prophet. but just look him up. He'll pop up. Oh, it is the Food Prophet. So yes, it's the Food Prophet. Check him out, y'all. He was giving some really insightful information about working with DMX, working with Bobby Christina. Everybody knows that she went into a catatonic state. She was in a coma, and he actually helped bring her out of the coma in the hospital. But because of the Houstons, Pat Houston, they did not want her to continue to live. So therefore, she was, being fed morphine in the hospital. And, she came to her untimely demise at the age of 22 years old. So, no matter how dire the situation looks, you all, you can heal. There are answers to your prayers. You just have to ask for the right resources to come your way in a timely fashion, the right people to come to you in a timely fashion, so that you can have the healing that you need. So it's just terrible. I will be doing a live stream later on about it, y'all, because Bobby Christina, she did wake up and she was responsive and she was trying to talk. And that's the part that a lot of people don't know, because they told us in the media that Bobby Christina's situation was so dire. She wasn't doing anything. She wasn't going to make it. But the relatives on the Brown side said that she was being responsive. And Leola Brown was actually talking about that. This is something that a lot of people don't know. Even with Earl Simmons, aka DMX, they kept saying that he was not going to make it, but Dr. Jolly Harris was able to visit him, work with him, prayed over him, and basically DMX was starting to come back. However, Dr. Jolly Harris got kicked out of the hospital, y'all, on both on with I'm not going to say both of them, but with DMX. And he's going to tell the story about it. I heard him talk about this before, where, basically his life was in jeopardy working with DMX. And he said how he came about to work with DMX is because the Rough Riders got in contact with him. He had no idea who the Rough Riders were. And I think it was somebody from Love and Hip Hop. I think her name was Brandy and Max B that got in contact with him to work with Bobby Christina in the hospital, y'all. You said, welcome to Brown Girls Are Beautiful Live, and subscribe, like and subscribe for daily motivational vibes. You said all races are beautiful. Stop making things about your own race. That segregating yourself. Reality check. Okay, well if you feel that way, okay, if you don't like the name of the video, or if I'm sorry, if you don't like the name of the YouTube channel, you can click off. This is just an impromptu live, so I didn't give the title a name. Okay, so it says Brown Girls Are Beautiful is live. If you don't like the name of it, you can click off. I don't really care. You said another live stream this evening. I'm going to try to go live this evening. You said Reality Explain. We don't really need to explain too much. If Reality wants to stay and listen, Reality can. If he wants to check out the other videos, they can. I don't care, because I don't really have time for it, y'all. What I'm talking about is for far more greater of importance than the name to my you know YouTube channel. And I had spoken about this earlier. I was thinking about changing it, just to be more a little all inclusive. But really, I can't worry about the feelings of others. As F your feelings around here. He said, reality check, I'll listen. We're not even going back and forth, y'all, in the comment section. But definitely Dr. Jolly Harris, y'all. I would also say there's another guy, Chef Ricardo. I don't know if you know about him, but he's from the islands, and he gives a lot of natural home remedies that you can utilize to help cure yourself, to help heal yourself. And you said I was just getting the chat interaction of, oh, it's all right. But also it helps with like weight loss and stuff like that. So people that may have a lot of water retention, people that might have problem losing weight, he helps with that. All different types of health ailments, you all. I really think that you want to check him out. And also, I would look up Dr. Bobby Price. He gives a lot of information too on how to fight different diseases in the body. And it's really simple things that we can do that we may not be privy to. Whereas we might not have to get treatment in the hospital. We might not have to be on these medications and pay all this money to these doctors getting all these procedures done. But if we just use food and herbs, as our medicine, then we can start to see different things take place within our bodies to help get ourselves cured, y'all. And this is very exciting information. I don't understand why it's not pushed more. I do want to get back on my walking mat and my treadmill, y'all, but probably not right now because of my low energy. So sometimes you have to listen to your body. Like right now, it's not the time for that. You just got to know how you feel, right? Right now, I feel like I need some pumpkin infused pancakes, which I don't. And also, too, they said that the parasites will also make you feel like you're craving stuff. So it's good to not give in to that because you know it's mind over matter. Um, yeah, I know I told you about my thing with Snickers. That's a thing that I've basically been very strict about not feeding into buying Snickers like I was, having Snickers all the time. Also, chocolate chip cookies are a big thing of mine, a big craving, a big habit that I had. I love chocolate chip cookies. I had to stop buying those every time I went to the store. I had to cut that out of my diet. I love apple pie. Y'all, cut that out too. So, even cake, I'm telling y'all, if you have a Wegmans vanilla cake, if you have a Wegmans, they have like some of the best cake ever. And so just cutting that out because really what's causing the parasites are like the meats, the poultry, all the meat that you eat has the parasites as well as anything with animal byproducts like egg and dairy. We're not supposed to eat that stuff. That's why a lot of people are lactose intolerant because we're not supposed to tolerate the lactose. Chocolate was your weakness? Chocolate isn't my weakness because I'm not a chocolate fan. I only eat chocolate when it's in chocolate chip cookies or if it's Snickers. I don't really like chocolate, y'all, or Reese's. I eat Reese's. I don't like peanut butter, but I eat Reese's cups. Does that make sense? I don't know how that makes sense, but that's just what it is. That's what it is. So yes, if I have time, if I have energy later on, I'm going to do another live stream and we're going to be going in with this Dr. Jolly Harris interview because it's so much good information in there that I think that people should definitely be exposed to it. Please check them out if you can. Um, and just getting natural sunlight, being in the elements, being in nature. I went outside earlier before I went live and just sat there for a minute just to get some fresh air and it felt really good. It felt real good to me, y'all. So if you can do that for yourself, I would do it. Sit by the window. Like even if you're at work, if you can get a window seat, that might help too. Just looking at nature is a stress reliever. Or if you have a fish tank, which is something that I've always wanted, is a fish tank. The reason I haven't gotten one is because they said that fish are so delicate that they will die, and I don't want them dying. Plus, I have the cats, so that's probably not a good mix. But fish tank, water. That's a natural element. I have a fire pit that I think I'm going to set up in the backyard. Maybe later this evening, we'll see. And I just want to start sitting around that fire pit. The only thing with the fire pit is when you light the logs, you got to be careful what you put on. Don't put any good, of course, don't put good clothes on. Put something on that you don't really care about because you will start smelling like fire and wood and all of that stuff. And then the smell also gets in your hair. So, ladies, tie your hair up, spray your hair, tie it up really well because that smell will get in your hair if you like being near fire pits and stuff. You will have to get that smell out of your hair. Anything with smoke is going to get into like your clothes and, you know, it's just going to have that odor attached to it, y'all. But yeah, but definitely I love fire pits, especially this time of year. This is the best time of year for a fire pit. Great weather for it. I have a brand new fire pit in the garage that I need to go ahead and set it up out there in the backyard, y'all. What are some things that y'all are going to be doing today? What are some things that you're looking forward to? Let me know. It's 1:15 now, so I'm probably going to get out of here in a few minutes and probably go get my pumpkin infused pancakes, even though it's really 12:16, but right now it's 1:16. Does that make sense? No, it's 1:16. It would technically be 2:16. That's what it is because our time went back last night. The time went back last night, y'all. That's what it did. Okay, I'm just making sure I can be heard and seen, y'all. Oh my goodness. So I just wanted to come on here and chat with y'all for a little while. Um, My apologies, like I said, for all of the technical difficulties earlier. And I think my GoPro was losing connection. I think that's what happened. But I will still try to make those videos where you can see them and tune into it. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll try to go live later. But I didn't want to just not come on here at all today. I wanted to give you some of my energy and just, spread some positivity where I could and just have a little talk with y'all. So, anyway, I'm going to sign out because I am getting hungry. I do want these pancakes and I have stuff to do, y'all. So, I probably won't be back on until much later this evening. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay blessed. Remember to always continue to walk in your divinity.